We are gonna go draw in the woods. I've got my backpack. It's full of stuff. Art supplies. Let's go do it. This is one of my favorite places to come. It's like 2 weeks into October, and the leaves are changing, and the birds are migrating, and the mushrooms are popping up. This is just a really nice place to be. Nice trails too. I always try to approach coming into the woods like I did as a kid. The backpack full and ready for adventure, and a sense of wonder and curiosity and discovery. So let me show you what I brought in my bag. I don't bring the same things every time, but some stuff is standard. This is my wet box. I keep all my paints in it. It's covered in a lot of my favorite stickers. Shout out to The Hive, my favorite coffee shop in Erlanger, Kentucky. Go there if you get a chance. So this is what I have in my wet box. I have my palette that I literally never wash. It is so dirty. And then I've got all of my favorite watercolors, acrylic gouache, and then my collapsible water cup. See? And it's nice and grooved at the top so my brushes won't fall off. And then I have this paint puck at the bottom. And this is just like a little agitator for your brushes. Helps keep them clean. I'm excited to use these. And then I also have this felt bag that I keep all of my pens, microns, erasers, Sharpies, all that kind of stuff in there. Same thing in that little green one, but that's where all my favorite pencils go, so it's special. I use this clip to clip my blanket to the backpack because it won't fit inside. But inside here I've got water for both me and for my brushes. I've got my paint brushes in here. Paper from Choosing Keeping that I got a couple years ago, and slowly but surely I've been using all the pages. And then I've also got my High Lonesome sketchbook, which is the sketchbook for my novel, and then my regular sketchbook. And this time I also decided to bring this just piece of MDF board so that I could tape my papers to the board and paint like that. So I decided to bring the paper attached to the board because I don't know if you can relate, but sometimes I get a little too precious about my sketchbook. The expectations are really high for myself just because I like to share my sketchbook. So I just kind of shot myself in the foot with that. So now I've got this expectation when I work in it that I'm eventually going to show people, and it's not as private as it used to be. So I'm able to relieve that pressure by just bringing loose paper with me, because who cares if I mess up a loose piece of paper? Like almost anything that I make when I'm out here, I hate it. The good news is that my rule when I hate something is that I have to do it to death. So this is not the end for this piece. I'm going to keep working on it, add more lines. It definitely needs more dark tones. I don't know, it's really common for me midway through something to absolutely hate it. And I just know that if I go a little bit further, push it a little bit more, I'm going to end up with something that I can tolerate, if not love. So I worked for a few more minutes, and like I knew I would, I started to like the drawing. You want to see it? It's coming together. I mean, it definitely is not the same, but it's the vibe. Still in need of some darker tones, but I like it. Well, the sun is dropping and I'm losing the light, so it's time to go home and probably keep working on this. When I pack up, I like to pour my paint water through my towel just in case any like sediment from the pigments are in there, because I don't want to dump that in the creek. Yeah, I've been out here for 5 hours. It's time to go home. Thanks for coming with me, you guys. I'll see you in the next one.